I hear this all the time. My kid graduated high school and they memorized the quadratic formula, but they've got no clue how to do their taxes, get a job, get an apartment, let alone build a house, start their own business, or run for office to change their country's tax policies. Now, if you're a homeschooler, you probably aren't as shocked as most people to learn that an education system designed by factory owners to turn out compliant factory workers was not also designed to turn out critical, independent economic thinkers and doers. You're probably also less shocked than the average bear whenever yet another financial crisis breaks in the news. Yet again, because wonks educated in the traditional school system to within an inch of their lives have been applying neat-sounding economic theories to the real world with disastrous results. And maybe you're even thinking, well, if the economy completely blows up this time around and those IRAs, college accounts, start a business accounts that I've built up since my kids were babies all go up in smoke, at least I have that cash in the mattress, and my kids won't starve because, of course, they can garden / hunt / fish / gather wild roots and berries. Well, great. I was homeschooled and grew up in rural Vermont, so I'll be right out there hunter-gathering with you. But, just in case it's not actually the zombie apocalypse, we would probably like our kids to be able to function in the so-called normal world, and really not just function in the sense of check the boxes, get into college, get a good job, but actually thrive and do more than what they're supposed to actually come up with new ideas, make an individual creative contribution to the world, start a company, write a book, make a discovery, run for office. And despite the stereotypes and the portrayal of homeschoolers as Captain Fantastic in the woods, it's kind of not all that free thinking or rebellious at this point to imagine and prepare for dystopia. It's basically the knee-jerk reaction of the mainstream culture, actually, because it's just easier to shrug and go on with life that way. Almost it's become the path of least resistance to expect that we're all doomed. But since we don't tend to take the path of least resistance, perhaps we as homeschoolers are considering the possibility that economic / political / planetary doom is not inevitable, that actually human history is just kind of doing what it does with disasters and triumphs and choices at every step of the way, where courageous and independent-minded individuals can and do choose different paths. So that's certainly the way I prefer to look at the world, and I think homeschoolers and other free thinkers are very likely to be some of those next folks who choose a better historical path in the 21st century. But I'm not just here to congratulate you for homeschooling, because there's a problem, a gap that you may have noticed in the homeschool ecosystem, and it has to do with economics. So I'm here to try to name this problem and invite you to build a solution with me. And because your help is going to be so valuable to me and all the other homeschoolers who come after, the first participants in this homeschool economics beta program are going to get all the content absolutely free forever. So what is wrong with the way that we're teaching economics now? Well, as we all know, a lot of homeschoolers want to raise world changers. They're not satisfied with the education system or the political or economic system as it is. But when it comes to teaching financial literacy and economics, many of us might have found it's nearly impossible to find a curriculum that aligns with those homeschool values of critical thinking, real-world relevance, diverse perspectives, sustainability, etc. So sure, it's easy to do a better job than traditional school at teaching the basic practical skills of saving, budgeting, paying taxes, even investing. But world changers need deeper understandings and a bigger mental toolkit to tackle today's toughest problems, starting now, not just in some future career or as future voters. And I'm sure that every one of you watching this has probably a part of a better way, probably a part that I haven't thought of, which is why I'm here asking for your help. Each one of us has, our own economic experiences and perspectives. But just like in literature or science or history, we would want to seek out other perspectives and debates and experiments so our kids can learn to produce their own knowledge in conversation with others and with the tradition, not just memorize one person's idea of the right answer. Just in the same way, in economics, we need to seek out a whole bunch of different viewpoints and angles from which to view this huge elephant-like living thing that is the economy. But that diversity of perspectives is sadly lacking in almost all economics and financial literacy curricula that are on the market today. And I would argue that that's more than just an educational problem. It's actually a societal problem, because the folks running the world and or running it into the ground all kind of went to the same schools and checked the same boxes in the same economics textbooks. And as homeschoolers, we want our kids to take a different path, to do well by doing good, and to participate meaningfully as entrepreneurs and citizens, not just as consumers and employees in building a better economy. So what are we doing now? What could we be doing better? I definitely do not have the answers to all these questions, but I'm sort of starting from this premise that mainstream economics curriculum with a dash of your own perspective and critical thinking skills might be a great start. And it's probably pretty close to what we're doing right now. And in many cases, that can probably open doors to our kids for mainstream success in college and careers. But even if scoring well in AP Econ might get them that offer letter from admissions or HR, it really won't get them to the full economic independence and economic citizenship that we're looking at here, that we're shooting for. And really they won't even leave high school able to read, understand, and critically reflect on The Economist, the Wall Street Journal, or the Financial Times. Even if you get a 5 on the AP exam, like those things are not a given, let alone being able to participate in the full spectrum of economic debate and diverse, high-quality magazines like Reason or Jacobin, or podcasts like Odd Lots or Macro Musings. But the ability to engage in those conversations is kind of table stakes if you want to really be the master of your own life as an economic citizen. So this is why my company, Ignite Academic, is starting this project to build an innovative curriculum that helps young political and economic actors become the protagonists of their own economic story and even our country's economic history. Drawing from the innovative frameworks put forward by groups like Rethinking Economics, Institute for New Economic Thinking, among others, students are going to engage with non-textbook sources, from company reports to white papers to writings by economic thinkers and doers from across the spectrum. People like Warren Buffett, Ha-Joon Chang, Adam Tooze, Ann Pettifor, Yanis Varoufakis, Mariana Mazzucato, Isabella Weber, Nassim Taleb, Perry Marilyn, Roger Lowenstein, Michael Lewis, Oliver Bullock, Daniela Gabor, just to name a few. We'll debate, question, research, and then transfer those understandings to real-world projects and authentic products like pitch decks, grant applications, business plans, op-eds, media campaign strategies. We're going to start this spring and summer, both online and, if there is enough interest expressed, possibly with an in-person group where I'm based here in the Bay Area as well, which, by the way, is a super interesting place to get out there and study all the things that are scary and promising and innovative and stupid about today's economy. And as we build out this new curriculum into a highly interactive suite of multimedia, ready-to-roll digital products, we are seeking feedback from homeschoolers who are going to be our beta testers around the world. We'd love for you to join this beta program where you and your tween students or teen students can get free early access to new curriculum modules, and you'll have a chance to share your ideas and projects and feedback with our community of learners, teachers, and developers. If you'd like to reserve a spot in the beta program for free, go to book.igniteacademic.coach/homeschool-econ, all one word. That's book.igniteacademic.coach/homeschool-econ, and fill out the interest form. It'll just take about a minute. We cannot wait to get to know you and help you realize your dreams of meaningful economic agency and a more responsible, inclusive, and sustainable economy. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.